Jessica Sweezy is one of the main copywriters at 1000 Watt. Phenomenal writer, and definitely recommend following her and checking out what she's got, what content she's putting out. But she went through the storytelling structure, and really a journey of 3 kind of stops on the story, creating the promise, making me care up front, giving that emotional, it's kind of like the hook of the story. So creating that promise and making me care up front, finding out what happens, what's the progress that you go through, so things that are going on in the story, and then what's the payoff, what's the end result, what's the transformation or the feeling you want people to get out of. If you take people through those 3 structured things, that you'll help create more stories around what you're trying to communicate.
Yeah, so I mean, I love that, because it kind of makes me think, hook story offer, right? But it also, in the offer creation process, it's identifying their pain or pleasure, which, my direction, right? Where we want to be a painkiller, not a vitamin company. So we want to find their pain and default back to the only thing we buy results. So I need a result to make this pain go away. However, what process are you taking me through? What's the bridge that I'm going to cross from my pain to where my pain's not there, right? So, but I love how you articulate how the hook is articulated with make them care. Like, why would I even care? Why should they care? And this is the bridge, the path that you're going to walk me through. And when you get to the other side, this is the transformation. This is the payoff. And I love that word transformation. Jacob and I were talking about that as well. And that was the intent going into their rally, the way that they built the day. They built the night before, they built the day, they built leading up to it. The whole experience that they created it wasn't just a EXP rally. It was something different. It was something way different, but it was an experience and a transformation that you went through. And so I love kind of pulling from everybody. It feels like that's where I feel like the power and the beauty of even like Satori, right? With Uzi, is that you can pull all of these little things and you kind of mash it together to what's right. And I see a lot of different, angles or, folks' takes on things in the way that you structured that. So that's really good.
Yeah. Certain parallels resonate if there's just different words used by different perspective. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Jessica's a great storyteller herself, and then walking people through that. Obviously she could do a better job of this process than I can, but those are my notes. So that's what I grabbed.
I love it.
So a few other quick notes from, I think it was Jessica's talk where these notes came from, but let someone else speak. Brand storytelling can be powerful from a third party. So getting testimonials, getting other people to talk about your brand, let the audience work a little bit, build connection by letting them fill in some of the gaps on their own. So you don't have to tell every step of the story in order to get them hooked in. I think there's an art form to that I haven't mastered myself, but I thought that was fantastic. You've seen some of the stories, even looking at commercials on the TV or in programming that don't necessarily share that brand, but they tell that story and let you fill in the gap that brand is going to solve that problem or be there to accomplish that. So I thought that was pretty fun.